Hey everyone, it's Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This is my first ever playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Wipe those tears, Calvin, because we got a lot more to come here.
Tyon, look.
That is the same thing that we saw that gave us the powers of Ouroboros.
The first Ouroboros. The founders, we call them.
Was that...
The first Ouroboros?
That one. She looks a bit like Mimi.
Was that Shulk? Or did that just look like Shulk?
Look at this. He's got Noah's chin.
And the others don't look like anyone.
Tell us about them.
It just maybe just looked like Shulk.
Long, long ago, they gained the power of Ouroboros. It let them match Mobius blow for blow. The city folk you see here, we're all descended from them.
Bound by their blood.
So they all had babies?
It was the queens, so they say. Kevis and Agnes. Their powers united created Ouroboros. Ouroboros are the only ones that can take down a Mobius. Although, there can only be 6 Ouroboros alive at one time. By activating the stone's cage here, those with aptitude can become Ouroboros.
Only 6? Why so few of them? I get it. That's why they got so upset.
Finally clicked? There's only so many seats and stones. The one that my father was moving, it took a long time to be found.
Think I'm finally getting the gist of this whole Ouroboros deal. But the queens?
Not those sham figureheads in the castles.
The actual
real
queens. The actual queens.
Yes, real queens. I knew that soulless piece of clockwork junk wasn't the real deal.
And how much relief
that
this must
mean
be to have, like,
Our queen is false too.
a real queen to look up to. Something that's like, oh yeah, so
We're
it
still
wasn't all
trying
wrong,
to
right?
pinpoint the true queens. They're out there somewhere, sleeping.
What for?
Why else? To take our world back from Mobius and set things to rights. The true queens will help us there.
Hang on a bleeding second. Ouroboros were born, like, generations ago, right? But you said the queens are sleeping. Are there humans who can even live that long?
Now that I don't know too much about.
It would make sense if it's
What
Melia.
do you know?
Well, the legend goes that both of the queens, their lifespans are supposed to be incomparably longer than ours.
And you're pinning your hopes on that?
At the moment, that's about all we can do.
All right. So, when the world is back to rights, then what?
The people you've seen here, the way they live their lives, that could be everyone. Babies, children, adults, the old, they're all a part of nature's cycle.
And that would go for us too.
There'll be more to life than just fighting to survive. We'll weave the tale that we were always meant to tell.
Don't give up. 10 years? You kids deserve better.
And that line that was said at the
only
start
thing that
meant
can
so
change
much,
all this
but now it means even more
is the
now,
will of
now that we know
Ouroboros.
everything that's happening. You know what I mean?
kids,
Man, I need a
it's your
face cam because
love.
I'm moving my hands way too much. Like, seriously,
No.
it means so much more now.
Some of us around here still ain't too keen on the idea.
What?
So, those people from before,
They're happy living in the moment. As long as they can hide away and cover their eyes, they don't give a damn
I
about
said
the
this as well.
rest.
Just because you close your eyes doesn't mean the problem goes
So
away.
our lives mean nothing to it.
If they can't see or hear you, then as far as they're concerned, you don't even exist.
closing their eyes to what's in front of them.
A lot of folks here think that way.
But that's just like Mobius. Then the only difference is whether or not they benefit directly.
You catch on quick. I can see why my dad chose you guys. But the will of the founders, It lives on in us warriors. Mobius can't reign forever. If we can continue freeing young folk like you, maybe life can get back to how it should be. That would be best for all of us.
For sure. I'm with you. I think we'd have to be lunatics not to believe you, after what you've shown us.
I believe it too. Seeing how you live your lives, it made me feel really envious. Feeling that warmth, part of nature's cycle. We need to protect that. I agree. It was so precious.
Yep, for sure. That's the best word to describe it. Speaking of precious. By the way, that can add so much to a character design, just a little, like adding a little bit like of a, like some cold to the nose, like the red marks, you know? Shania. More walking to do. This is the last stretch. Let's get you to the dorms. Shania, I have to walk these people around this place. This is so great, guys. Warning level.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Cool. I want to go back in here for a second, though. Very cool, though, guys. Very, very cool. You know, this kind of like is like, it doesn't look like her, but there's like it's like Nia in Xenoblade 2. Where was the Shulk statue? I knew there was a thing that looked like Shulk. That's Shulk. Don't even lie to me. That's Shulk. What the hell? That's Shulk. If Melia Antiku is in this game somewhere, is it so hard to believe that Shulk statue could be here? No, it's not. It's not hard to believe, right? It's not at all. Same with this one over here. See this one here? That's Maya from Ace Attorney. But seriously though, if Melia's around here somewhere, this game is making me go crazy.
Man, I think I need some time to process all this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Quite a weight to carry. Absorbing all this in one go.
Oh my god, it has to be like an overload, guys. Like, I couldn't do it. Oh, really cool entrance if these are the dorms. Really cool entrance. This is the dorm for you young lost number soldiers. You can sleep here while you're in the city. You can ask that guy about your rooms. Oh, ask me about the rooms. I'm like still in overload mode. Oh, and sadly, there's no kitchen in the building. A lot of these single soldiers eat at the Michiba canteen. But if you want to do your own cooking, feel free to use that empty plot of land over there. Got it. Thank you, Monica. Tomorrow, we have a lot to discuss. Agreed. How shall we arrange that? Have fun, Sarah. Meet me in the Lost Numbers War Room. It's the place down the lift from near the Praetorian Hill, which we passed on the way here. I'll let you know a little closer to the time. Oh, and before I forget, you're free to explore the city as you will. Is that really okay? I said we weren't hostile, right? I thought you'd be pleased not to have me breathing down your necks. Yeah, imagine exploring the city by yourselves. No, we're grateful. Thanks for everything. Yeah, honestly, thanks for everything. This was one of the best moments of this game. The best time of this game. It's so good. Like, in the space of 40 minutes around, like, we just, like, got to see so much. Oh, and there's, like, information up here. We still haven't been able to fast travel out here to do side quests. I've been wanting to do some side quests for, like, 10 years. Hopefully we get to fast travel here. The horse numbers are on short snipers, right? I just thought we've been considering changing my road, is all. You're changing your blade again? Are you really sure you found the right road this time? There we go, blades. Okay, cool.
Every day's a training day.
So honestly, just learning about stuff as well. There's probably some side quests around here as well. But There's a point of interest over here. There's also a chest over this fence. Can we get through the door? If it's locked, we turn off the game. I'm kidding. I'm joking, mother. Mother, I am joking. I didn't intend to jump up that far.
Everyone, I'm sorry.
Okay, Noah. Oh, here we go. So you can interact with them now. Awesome. House Rhodes. A soldier of Agnes. This founder's fight to the death against the founder of Ortiz. A soldier of Kevis was interrupted by a chance meeting with our founders. Freed from the bondage of her flame clock, she joined the fight against Mobius. Although a soldier, the founder is reported to have been exceedingly gentle and kind at heart. Additionally, her skill in the healing arts greatly contributed to the development of medical science in the city in later ages, and irrespective of starting life as an Agnian soldier. She is said to have surpassed 80 years of age, though the way she achieved that remains shrouded in mystery. House Cassini. In memory of the founder of House Cassini, in the city's Libitrix, much like the founder of Reed, this strange statue too depicts the founder's respected mentor rather than the founder herself. The mentor boasted a robust physique, wielding 2 great swords, at once with utmost ease and facing down Mobius despite the loss of one eye. He lived his life an unsophisticated sort, broad-minded but impassioned, and is said to have aided the founders of the fight against Mobius physically and spiritually. He was further reported to have been a free spirit whose qualities influenced the other founders, still young and impressible when the city was restored. Indelible proof of this rebellious spirit can be seen time and time again in the ethos of the House of generations to come. Really cool that they're letting us see this. House Van Damme. In memory of the founder of House Van Damme, the city was exhorter and liberator. The original incarnation of the city was once laid to ruin by Modis' N's hand. The founder realized fully the power of Ouroboros, heretofore limited, fought against N, ousting him. Once victorious, he gathered the old city's people and scattered it to the winds and re-established the city. With the city restored, he left its government in the hands of the founder of Doyle and departed on a lonely expedition. No records exist of their fate thereafter. Heirs of Van Damme lineage only returned to the city several centuries later. Oral tradition has it that the founder was master of the classical art fistfighting, and the scions of House Van Damme carry the custom to this day. I wonder if that's the same thing with N. Like, is that the descendant of Console N, or maybe Noah? Or a ancestor, I should say. Monica's little crew running dogs, eh? Well, you can leave me right over, whatever it is. No, that's not us. Well, you ain't Lost Numbers? Well, that's alright then. Not everyone in the city supports the Lost Numbers crew, you know. Some of us want nothing more than a quiet, peaceful life. That's what I want anyway, to be left in peace.
Good to add more names.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. House Doyle. In memory of the founder of House Doyle and the city of Le Beatrix, directly descended from those who established the first original city. Her whereabouts were lost after N's ravaging of the city, but upon encountering other founders, she committed herself fully to the fight. This founder is said to have a familiar relation to the founder of Van Damme, with scant extant records suggesting they were likely brother and sister. So she's Van Damme's sister. Now, I'm not sure, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the familiar connections in these games. I'm not very good with that stuff. I was trying to think there for a second, but just admit I can't always get everything. If it's not a thing I know, it's not a thing I know. She fought alongside the founder of Van Damme then, who was the elder of the two, and brought the power of Ouroboros to completion. Said to have been bright and wise, this founder laid the cornerstones for much of the city's governance and legal system. House Reed. In memory of the founder of the House Reed and the city of Libitrix. Rather than the founder herself, this statue depicts the founder's mentor figure standing as a sign of the deep reverence and devotion she felt to her teacher. The founder's master was unconnected to her by bonds of blood, yet he raised her as he would befit a child of one's own, it is said. Though of calm and constant disposition, the sight of him on the battlefield, great red sword in hand, struck fear into many a Mobius. And though the vicious struggle against Mobius cost his ferocious warrior his right arm, the loss did nothing to diminish his desire to hone his martial arts skills, each day standing as a vivid testament to his indomitable will. And there we have all the statues. Pretty crazy. Like, it's honestly pretty crazy, like that they're letting us see this as well. I was hoping they would, because while I don't have like a lot of reference for like the flavor text of this, it is kind of cool that they did let us see all that. All the city's residents are descended from the 6 houses. I can trace my roots back to the House Ortiz, Monica's house to Van Damme, and so on and so forth. That's really cool that you can do that. And remembrance of our ancestors' endeavors, eye patches are each adorned with a pattern of their respective house. Very neat. Very, very neat. Guests like you have to make do with just a plain, boring old version, I'm afraid.
Good to add more names.
I guess so. I guess so. Okay, so we have to move on to the quarters, which is nice enough. I actually love the design of the quarters. I'm joking, guys. I'm freaking so joking. Come on, let's go back. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I was like, okay, what do I end this joke? Because I really want to read this. House Ortiz. In memory of the founder of House Ortiz and the city's liberator, a Cassini soldier is found a release from the flame cloak system on the other founders, and Answer spent every last ounce of his energy to cause to liberate the city as one of Ouroboros. So it just looks like Shulk, I suppose. With surprising skill in mechanical engineering, the founder fought not with a blade, but a weapon of his own fabrication. He was also responsible for laying the foundations of the mechanical systems supporting the city to this day. Following the fight against Mobius, he poured the remainder of his days into rebuilding the city before finally perishing at the age of 80 years. Though how he attained that feat despite his origins as a Cassini soldier remains unexplained. So it's kind of cool. Like again, it would be kind of strange if they just said Shulk. You know what I mean? If it was Shulk, but it could be a descendant of him, right? It could be. Still though, I enjoyed that part of the game just to get a bit of flavor. Get a bit of flavor for the world. So, is there stuff in here? What do you mean? Is there a chest in there? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You're hiding this from me. Can I get a sleep there if that's okay? Yes, thank you so much. How do you even deal with all this information, though, at this moment? Like, you know, I couldn't.
N, you say?
You know him?
I know of him, definitely. He's been a real thorn in the city's side.
Sounds rough.
He slaughtered many of my people in cold blood.
Huh.
Why bring him up?
Well, no reason.
Hmm?
Looking back at the statue over here, yeah.
What's wrong? Is it something Monica said? Is there a
You
problem?
think you guys have to kiss?
No. Don't worry about it. It's just a passing thought.
Yeah? Oh, I got some news earlier. We're not sleeping in tomorrow. Our briefing starts early. Get some rest while you can.
Oh my god. It's Friday right now,
I'll do that.
and I'm
Okay.
ready to lie in the
night.
morning.
Yeah. Night.
It's nice to see how much care they all have for each other as well. It's really, really nice. Wow, soft beds really are comfy. Who knew? I'm fairly sure you've always slept well even in sleeping bags. Yeah, Lance seems like a heavy sleeper. Seems like a guy who could sleep anywhere. Beat him up, Lance. Just get rid of this guy. You lot, weren't you even a little nervous? Clearly you were never nervous such for all of us, judging by those dark circles under your eyes. I couldn't just meekly go to sleep after getting here and processing all that information. That sounds like more excitement than nerves, if you ask me. Well, it looks like last night's jumble of information will be stored in the war room. Right. We should probably start making a move over to the war room then. Right, agreed. Monica said, you take the lift down from near the Praetorian Hill, right? That's the Sword Hills Guard. Do you want to just let Senna finish that sentence or something? I don't know. All the way there, huh? Okay then. Yep. This is just like, I don't know, like, it's gonna be very hard for this. Like, here's the thing, like, being honest with you guys, Plague Tale Requiem probably going to be my game of the year at some point. Like, but the thing is, I'm totally willing to
We saw
also.
those signs of battles against Agnes and Kevis yesterday, right? Let's go there first.
Let's talk to a kid. Grandpa and Grandma was reading my books. It's super kind of him. Grandpa, Grandma, you mean this wrinkly dude's right? Oh my god. That's what. That's your dad's dad, or your dad's mum, or your mum's dad, or your mum's mum. You're making my head spin here, bud.
Good to add more names.
So glad we got to talk to Moisha over here.
We could do with some food.
So can we level up? Well, we didn't do much, so I don't think we can. Oh, okay.
I definitely
Nice.
feel stronger.
What do you... Oh, you offer some tea. That usually works, Tyon. Tyon, you love her. Don't even joke about this.
Let's keep things on a tight loop.
Here's the thing. It could be as a friend or as a lover. Either one. I think as a friend is good too. You know? I think if the friendship like kind of makes it even better. I dare say there are quite a few questions you'd like to put to me right now. But if you aren't sick or wounded, please stay out of the medical facility, if you don't mind. Your presence is bound to cause a fuss, you see. Please bear with me for the sake of the people who need the rest. Oh, like those little baby people. Baby people. That's right, we have some gravely ill old folk being cared for too. People who are sadly coming to an end of their lives.
Good to add more names.
Man, I wouldn't want to upset the baby folk either. Wouldn't want to upset your baby folk. That's my first song. I didn't want to upset your baby folk. Man, I'll be honest with you guys. It's been a long week at work, but I've freaking enjoyed it so much. Boxy, how you doing, Boxy? How you look at it? Guernica was a great man and a heroic fighter. He ceded his position as elder to Monica so that he could carry on fighting. What does Monica look like? Or Boxy? Oh. The front lines. Each time he rode back into the city on Elevenses, he brought back a brand new tale of valor on Derrindu. Yes, and I certainly wasn't the only one who was eager to hear them either. He inspired courage in all of us, not just the lost numbers. He was a great example right up to his final moments.
Good to add more names.
So you smashed up the castle's annihilator, huh? We used that chaos you kindly created to kick Canvas in the proverbial by raiding the pods. You Ouroboros, you're like a star of hope rising above this city. You've set an awfully high standard for yourselves.
Good to add more names.
Thank you, Yarmil. It's nice to get a little... Oh, Jagar. What up? Am I a rare sight to you? The city's got 3 types of folk. Promising youngsters, hardworking adults, and old folks with time on their hands. Time on your hands like you don't have anything you need to do. We paint, write poetry, play an instrument, or in my case, have a good old drink every day.
Good to add more names.
Hell, well. Well, look who it is. Shop of Well, general store, passed out to many generations of traders. Ancestors of Well would travel whole world in caravan, but one day decided to stop caravan and settle here. After that, shop dealing many goods, artistic things, no-pun craft, fine permitted manners, important service to city friends. That's nice to know.
I should write this all down.
Daddy,
add more names.
could we get this book? Sure thing, champ. And what a good choice. It'll probably help you with your studies. Reading. So we're going to learn about
All
reading.
making sense.
What's reading? There's also side quests over here. We're not going to be doing the side quests until later. Like, I don't do them on camera. There's no point of, like, collecting 12 pieces of jewelry or kill the demon of Death Valley or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, What's up here? Oh, is this the entrance? One piece. One piece.
That smarts.
This is it. I'm sorry, I jumped down the wrong place. This is my favorite track in the game.
Let's use this.
I know I said that already, but like I mean it. I mean it. And I hope you guys. I want to hear your guys' opinion on it too. Actually, I love it. Or there's more information I didn't even see. Whoa. I very much appreciate the scavenger force retrieving those supplies. It's already an easy job. They're going to the end. No on wetlands next. The fight never stops them. I so want some new clothes. You might have to be a bit patient.
This is some story.
Vane? Like weather vane? I think the lost numbers are wrong to carry on stealing cradles at the risk of exposing themselves. All they're doing is giving the enemy more hostages, and yet they still carry on. We all know what kind of atrocities are going on at the castle.
Good to add more names.
I love the conversation we're having because they're so wildly different from everything we've heard before. You know, from other places that we visited.
That smart.
Because it's a different culture. And that's really, really cool. That's honestly such a cool thing.
I think we can take that elevator down to the war room.
That's exactly what we're going to do now.
Now, we wait.
It's been a while since my last war council. Hope this isn't one of the boring ones.
Oh, wow. Legit war room, and there's a side quest too. Give me a war council. I love war councils in video games and movies and TV shows. Give me a war
then.
council.
Sneaking into Agnes Castle, huh?
Seems we won't be catching a break anytime soon.
So this person who knows where the true queens are. Who was it again?
You're looking for Gondor.
Ah, that's right. So then, we've just got to find this Gondor, break him out of the prison camp, and get the spark out of there.
Luckily, they don't kill us immediately after we've been captured. We're held beneath the castle, in a detention facility.
To perform forced labor.
There's that as well. But mostly, it's to set an example.
Example?
On the day of an eclipse, once a year, they hold a mass execution of prisoners at Hope's Rest, a hill on the castle's south edge. The whole event gets projected, high into the sky.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Oh no. So that's what you meant.
It's to show us we're powerless.
Yep. This is...
And the place they do this is Hope's Rest.
This has been a common thing
What
throughout
kind of
history.
sick joke is that?
To execute people in front of other people to show, hey, this is what might happen to you. If you do this, this is how much you're
The next
worth.
eclipse falls about a month from now. So that's our deadline for what we've got to do. Contact the prisoner and get the intel on the queens.
A month.
Mio,
Well, no two ways about it. We better get started now.
yeah. And we better hurry. We can't waste a single day.
Let's say we make it in without a hitch. Won't the you-know-what give us away?
Uni, I don't think we do know.
The red glowing Mobius eye thing.
Oh,
Bad.
Those eye patches I gave you? There's a special alloy embedded in them.
Oh, serious?
As long as you got that, you'll be near invisible.
Okay, that's good. That's
Clean
great. That's
under
perfect.
their noses.
That's perfect.
And after we've got the info, how do we get out?
You've put the Kavesi Annihilator out of commission. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Yeah.
Even if we get out, what about your lot?
You don't need to worry about them. They knew the risk.
That doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, well, that's how we do things.
But still,
I'll tell you too. Be prepared to make sacrifices.
Yep. It's like, the thing is, like,
However, only
we've
as
lost
our
so much at this
absolute
point.
last resort. Is that fair?
That's awfully kind of you. But kind doesn't win wars. There's a Nopon called Samon in engineering. He'll be able to find you a way into the castle.
Samon.
Get the details from him.
Okay. Try and stop me from calling him Salmon. Mr. Salmon's engineering department. Go down the lift near Doggin Cliff, and you'll find it in no time. It's the big lift you took to get up here. You know the one? Right. Well, that's it. Ciao. Oh, what, you're not going to show us the way? There's a strategy meeting we have to be at, discussing what to do after the infiltration. Oh, you're infiltrating the prison too? Well, it was originally our plan. I see. Looking forward to working with you then. Yeah, sorry, not going to be all buddy-buddy with you. And like, that's fair. That's fine. I can totally accept that. I'm not going to force you to be buddy-buddy with me. Wow, that what crawled up his ass? What did crawl up his arse? That's a great saying, by the way. Look at it from their perspective. We essentially took the Ouroboros powers that they originally intended for them. Yep. But what does that have to do with any of this? Let's just play our part for now. Yeah. We should head to engineering. Ah! Castle access, okay. Did we finish the hero quest yet, or? It doesn't look like we finished the hero quest yet. I joined the Lost Numbers in the hopes of becoming as fine a man as Guernica. In the hopes of becoming as strong and as kind as him, and yet even as the days remains his aspiration. Guernica Van Dam.